Welcome to This Week on That Bullshit. This week on That BS, different opinions. Whether you like it or not, someone thinks differently from you, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get that we all like to go on Twitter and spout our hot takes and think that everyone's going to agree with me because I'm obviously right about everything, because I'm a person of color, or I'm a woman, or I'm a Latin, or I'm a Latinx, or I'm some Spanish fly, or I identify as a plunger, and I am marginalized, so obviously anything I say, everyone will agree with, and then you get criticized, and then people come in with different opinions, and then you just spout that everyone's a white supremacist. I get that that's the general mindset people have, but honestly, not everyone's like that. There are people who will think differently from you that want to talk to you, that want to engage in conversation with you, that want to understand you and your opinions, and hopefully you'll have the same respect for them and their opinions. It's not about changing minds, it's about understanding people's perspectives and viewpoints. But the reason I'm making this video is because you have people out there who will try their hardest to sound like they're right 24/7 and will face their critics and face anyone who has a different opinion and will say the most outlandish shit and think that 1, everyone will just sit there and take it, 2, no one was recording, and 3, there is no consequence for you saying something dumb to someone who thinks differently from you. And I want people to get out of that mindset, and I want people to understand it's okay to think different. It's okay to have a different opinion. You could have the same end goals as someone else. You just have something a little bit different, and that's okay. You're not phobic. You're not an ism. You're not an is. Don't let these little teenagers who think they know the world, even though they just got pimples all over their face, tell you about life. You know something they don't, and they know something you don't, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But for example, we have this. Virginia PTA official resigns after yelling "let them die" at parents concerned over critical race theory. Last week, a member of the school board barked "let them die" at a crowd of parents who opposed the critical race theory curriculum. Now, after losing her positions, she's now denying that her words were about CRT at all, and even if it was about that, she was wishing death on the ideals and not the people. While not speaking in her role within the Virginia PTA, we do not condone the choice of words used during a public event on Thursday, July 15th. Michelle Petit also lost her job with the Fairfax County PTA following this incident, as the PTA officers page now lists her position as vacant. She previously told the outlet that she was wishing death on the parents' ideals, but not the actual parents. And to play devil's advocate, you could sit here and say, okay, some event was taking place, and there are people on this side that think a certain way, and then there's this woman with a crowd of her supporters thinking a different way. And this woman decided to say, yes, I don't like any of your ideals, and your ideals are a problem, and you should get rid of them. You should never think of those things again, because that's the problem in this current society. And you, evil person thinking that way, you should get rid of those ideals. You could think that's what she said, but in actuality, what she said was, let's not allow any double downing on lies. Let's prepare our children for a world they deserve. Let's deny this off-key band of people that are anti-education, anti-teacher, anti-equity, anti-history, anti-racial reckoning, anti-opportunities, anti-help, anti-people, anti-diversity, anti-platform, anti-science, anti-change agent, anti-social justice, anti-healthcare, anti-worker, anti-LGBTQ+, anti-children, anti-healthcare, anti-worker, anti-environment, anti-admissions policy change, anti-inclusion, anti-live and let live people. Let them die.
And remain steadfast in speaking truth, tearing down double standards, and refuting double talk. Let's not allow any double downing on lies. Let's prepare our children for a world they deserve. Let's deny this off-key band of people that are anti-education, anti-teacher, anti-equity, anti-history, anti-racial reckoning, anti-opportunities, anti-help people, anti-diversity, anti-platform, anti-science, anti-change agent, anti-social justice, anti-healthcare, anti-worker, anti-LGBTQ+, anti-children, anti-healthcare, anti-worker, anti-environment, anti-admissions policy change, anti-inclusion, anti-live and let live people. Let them die. Don't let these uncomfortable people deter us from our bold march forward. Thank you.
So it seems as if she didn't just say, let the ideas of these people die. The wording here makes it seem like she wants those people to no longer be on this earth. And I would like to sit here and say, that's a dumb way to handle different opinions. Instead of sitting there saying that all these different people are anti everything, it seems, how about you talk with them and try to understand what their viewpoints are? If this was about CRT, and talk about that. Talk about why these people view that differently. Talk with them about why they think that this is a bad idea, and they should talk with you about why you think it's a good idea, because I'm willing to bet a lot of those people had some negative thoughts about you, thought that you were anti something, and that's not good either. You could sit down and actually hold conversations, but because you've been taught to just hate people who think differently, you have idiots like this who are in positions of power spouting nonsense and then ultimately losing those positions of power because they forgot cameras exist that will record them. It's odd, it's not helpful, it's not getting us anywhere, and I view us all as a bunch of screaming badgers who want to be right but don't want to understand. I've said it a lot in the past, but I'll bring it back up again. Everyone wants to be heard, but no one wants to listen. Subscribe to the channel. This has been This Week on That Bullshit.